everyone, Andrea here. Let's have a little chat for WIP Wednesday. So this is just a quick little check-in to talk about some of the WIPs and the progress that I've been working on, and we're going to just start with my Freckled Whimsy socks today. These are so pretty. I love the tones of these colors. I love how they're working up with each other, how they're blending together. We're going from this green to blue to purple, and now we started this little bit of burgundy. It is just so good. I love the color sense of these socks. So there I am. This is completed. Today's day 17. Yeah, day 17. Just completed that stripe, and I can't wait to wear these. Speaking of socks, I have a tiny bit of progress on my Claus Lane sock. Not much to show here. Just a plain vanilla sock, US 1 needle, 64 stitches, but I'll link it below. In my last Sunday episode for Knit Miss Week 2, I talked about how to avoid kind of this unsightly pooling effect that I started to get here, and I talk about how I mitigated that. So if you're interested, check that out. Just a little tip on managing color when you have this more of a color blocked variegated yarn. Next on the needles, my bubble cardigan. This is a pattern by Stephen West, and I'm using an advent from last year. It's a 24-day advent from Frogget Yarns. The theme was watercolor winter, and I think you can see by these colors and how they're working up that that was a perfect name for the advent. I love when an advent really represents its theme. So I didn't get too much work on this since Sunday. Things have just been a little hectic here, but I'm hoping to get a little bit more done later today, later this evening. I really enjoy working on this. And as you can see, I've started the left side of the front of the cardigan, and then once I get a couple more rows, it has to go to 15 rows, then I will start the back piece, and then the sleeves split from there, and then the body. So still very early on in this project, but it's a really fun knit, and I really like how it's working up. And lastly, as far as active WIPs, I do have a couple other WIPs that are kind of in timeout, hibernating. I just can't focus on 5 things. I just can't focus on 5 WIPs. 3's probably my limit right now, but actually that would be 4. So in my last active WIP, and I forgot to show this on Sunday, but here is the progress on Gnandad the Gnome. And I just think this is the cutest thing ever. We got his body done. We got his little pants. Do gnomes wear pants? Pants. And the Monday clues were what I'm thinking is his arms. These look like arms to me. 2 little arms made of I-cord, which is such a brilliant use of I-cord. And then we have these things. And let me kind of put my hand there since they're black. I'm not sure what these are. I'm thinking that they are going to become his feet, but maybe don't quote me on that. But I think these are going to be his little shoes for his feet. We will see. Now, those were Monday's clues, and then today I've only finished one of the 2 pieces that came in the clue. This clue had 2 small pieces, kind of similar to Monday, but we got what I'm thinking is going to be his beard. Look how cute that is. Look at his little beard. Is that not the most adorable thing ever? One thing about knitting the gnomes, and I only do these at Christmas time. I did one other mystery gnome and by the way, it's a pattern by Shira. I've done one other mystery gnome, but all the rest of the mystery gnomes I've done have been Christmas ones. And the thing about these, I don't love knitting in the round on double pointed needles. It's not my favorite thing. I am very much a magic loop type of person, but with some of the very tiny small circumferences, magic loop just becomes a little unwieldy. So I do relent and use the DPNs, but they're not my favorite thing. So I like that it kind of forces me to go out of my comfort zone a little bit. I like when a project really stretches my efforts, if you will. And kind of another thing with this gnome. So they have a Ravelry group where everyone kind of chats about their gnome progress and then posts pictures of how they're going on their knitting. And I noticed a lot of people stuffed the hat so that it stood straight up. Obviously, I did not do that. I think that's a design choice. It's a personal choice. I just thought it would be cute with these little tassels kind of hanging over. So that's what I chose to do. But he's working up very, very cute, and I can't wait to see him when he's done. So that's it for today. Just a quick little check-in for WIP Wednesday, all the knitting, all the time. And later today, this evening after work, we are going to do our annual gingerbread house party. Make sure you subscribe. I should have more of the gingerbread house party video pictures coming up in this weekend's episode. So that's all Gnandad and I have for you today. Just a little bit of check-in on all of the Advent knitting progress. If you made it this far, leave a Christmas tree emoji below. Gnandad loves Christmas, and a Christmas tree emoji would match very well with his hat. I'll see you next time. Till then, happy making!